Fit parents shape habits. And that's why we're going to discuss why our fitness matters to our children. Very, very important, definitely for me. I love to set the tone. Of course, I got two young boys, so I got to stay fit for them anyway. In case they want to get a little frisky, you know what I mean? They get to feeling themselves, so I got to be ready. No, but as parents, of course, we have to lead by example. And we're going to discuss and talk about some ways as a family we can come together and do some amazing things. Why fitness matters as a parent. One is going to teach discipline, which us leading by example teaches our kids how they should live. Of course, us being an example, they following us. It also improves energy. As we know, that long work day, we come home and we are tired as parents. I really feel that me staying fit, it helps. Of course, a lot of times you just want to come home and relax, but you can't relax when you got the kiddos want to go outside and play. They want to hang out with dad and mom, and we got to spend some time with them as well and give them their time. So it definitely helps with improving that energy for us. Mentally as well. We also we know that mentally it helps as far as mental health reasons, which deals with stress, improves our moods, and also helps with sleep as well. That's been a fact for me. I know I have to go to the gym, and the family knows that, and they understand that because it's been very, very therapeutic for me that I get my time to go to the gym, and it helps me with my energy on a daily basis as well. So it's very, very important. So as a parent, that's something I would definitely recommend that you maintain your fitness for your kids. If anything, that's what motivates me at times. When I don't feel like it, I always look at my kids and think like, you know what, I have to be a leading example to them. It also shows commitment because my kids will see me come home from work. Um, and they be like, Dad, you going to the gym 9 times out of 10, they already know. If I put my workout gear on, they already know. I'm getting my pre-workout together, my drinks, my water. I usually do some amino acids to help me out to hydrate. They'll ask me as well. Yeah, you going to the gym? So they know. And just showing that consistency and that commitment, I think helps. It helps them as well to see that, you know what, dad is serious. And it definitely, I plant those seeds for them. And it also overall pride. Everybody knows I'm big on pride. It feels good to be out there, to be active with your kids every time it's an activity outside or a recreational activity. It feels good to get out there to be able to be active with them and do things. Children, of course, they learn more from our examples than lectures. That's a proven fact. That is a proven fact. What they see is what they be. So as an active parent, we also want to have active children as well. That's the seeds we want to plant in our kids. My son, of course, he's 18, so I get to take him to the gym with me. And there's times I tell him, man, let's roll to the gym. And he's like, all right, Pop. Um, so that's another proud moment that I can say as a father, I can go to the gym with my son and work out. And of course, we're building a bond. We're sharing stories and we're sharing what works. He's asking questions, which that it feels amazing. I do have a funny story too regarding my son. It's funny. This is probably about 2 weeks ago. I'm like, son, you want to go work out? He like, yeah, yeah, Pop, let's go. So, I do my regiment. I get my little pre-workout together. I get my amino acids for recovery and to hydrate, put it in another bottle. And he was like, Dad, can I try some pre-workout? And he 18 now. So I'm like, if that's what you want, man. But I told him, I said, I'm only gonna give you half, a little bit, because I don't want you in there tweaking. You know what I mean? Because I already know if you new to that pre-workout, um, it can be treacherous. So I gave him some, and I said, I already know you're gonna be turned up, bro. So I give it to him. Yeah, we in there. We working on some things. And then all I heard was, Dad, I'll be back. That's what he said. And I'm like, okay. And he was in there. I got a little worried. I was about to go in there. He's in about 10 minutes. And I proceeded with my workout. And he was trying to hang with dad. And I know his pride was in his way as well. He was trying to say, look, I'm working out with dad. He's not there to lift as much as me yet, but he's like, I'm working out with dad, so I'm gonna hang in there. So man, he come back. I'm like, you all right? What's up? You had to get on. I said, you had to do the number two? You had to drop a deuce? And he was like, nah, I threw up, dad. I was like, oh, nah. So it was more so the pre-workout that got to him. I already know. And he was probably just too hyper. And then we was going hard too. So maybe with him drinking the pre-workout and just doing a lot. But he was cool. Son got right back in the game. I was like, son, you good? And he was like, yeah, I'm good, dad. Let's go. So he continued to work out. But it's a funny memory story that we'll remember forever. And I'm a clowny, years from now. Like, remember that time you threw up, man, when we went to work out? So my youngest as well. He loves to work out, of course, and see me work out. Of course, when he sees me or his brother do workouts or do something, he tries to get in and do his thing as well. So and that's what we want. That's beautiful. But at times as well, parents, please, if you got to pay a little extra for the extra person you get on your pass, do that. Because it's well worth it. So I have that for my eldest son. And also for my youngest son, I take him to the daycare. So he's able to go to the daycare and play with the kids in there. But again, I'm still planting them seeds. So, and it's funny, he'll know, hey, dad, I got membership to both gyms. Hey, dad, we going to the red gym, which is the LVAC, and or the blue gym. He goes, usually we go to the blue one because it's in close proximity to the house. And but he knows. And but the same thing with Nasir when he was little, my eldest son, I would take him to the gym with me. And it's funny now, he loves it. And one thing I can say about my kids is they have that good work habit. He works out a lot, of course. I told him, man, when he was younger, I said, son, health is number one. You got to take care of your body, man. And that's the first thing people see. And I think as parents, we got to teach that to our kids as well. Appearance is everything. You know what I mean? And well, I wouldn't say everything, but your first instinct when you see people, that's what you see. I try to instill in him that fitness is very important, and he loves to work out. I don't have to tell him to work out. He loves going to the gym now, and that's rare. You see 17, 18-year-olds going to the gym constantly just to work out and stay in shape. Bryce as well. I don't have to tell him. A lot of times he tells me, Dad, can we go outside? Because he's not at the age where I can leave him out here. Well, we can, but I have to keep an eye on him. But he wants to go outside and get up shots. He wants to go outside, and shoot buckets, man, and dribble. So it's beautiful that I don't have to tell him, hey, get up and go do some exercise or go outside because they do that on their own, which is phenomenal. So that's truly a blessing. You don't have to be a bodybuilder to inspire the kids. I go to the gym regularly. I've never been on no juice. That ain't never been my MO. And I ain't hating on nobody who do it, but everything I got is natural. I'm not just shooting nothing up, on my body. To inspire kids, we just got to show some consistency. You know what I mean? For the most part, that's what we got to do. Another thing that I've noticed too, a lot of parents are embarrassed to work out in front of their kids, like doing even home workouts, which is amazing to me because we got to lead by example. I have the ab roller in there in the living room. Sometimes I get that out. I'm not embarrassed to, crack out some sets while we watching the show or a movie. Not at all. But you'd be surprised how many parents they just not comfortable with working out in front of the kids. And I just always felt like as parents, we should lead by example for sure. Always making it fun. You gotta make it fun and not forced. That's the main thing too. When you're working out with your kids. I do have kids. They are competitive. We do things such as we got a few games we play. Follow the leader. That's one of the games that we play. We actually got a little court inside in the house, and you'd be surprised how much we move just shooting with that little thing. We got a court out here as well at home, and we play follow leader, so we make them competitive. So I play that amongst the boys. If you got a little wiffle ball, you can buy at Walmart. $10 comes with a little plastic bat. Catching, just going outside, catching the ball. For you mothers, just toss that ball. And that's something that's having to move and you're working on hand and eye coordination as well. The punching bag, the punching bag. We got a punching bag in the garage that you can purchase one of those as well. And you'd be surprised. I got mitts. We go out there. And of course, I'm showing them how to fight as well and how to throw a punch. But these are things that you can do as family members. So we'll hit the bag. We get Bryce on the bag, my youngest and my eldest, and we'll get out there. And that's something we do, and it's fun. Very simple. Those who have daughters, for the fellas, and the ladies, the hula hoops. So my niece, when she was a lot younger, she would come over and hang out. I'm like, what I'm gonna do with my niece? You know, there ain't really much that I can do. And I remember Paris, my niece Paris. Shout out to my niece. She probably what 21 now. We would I have a couple of hula hoops and we would go out there and hula hoop. You know what I mean? That gets the blood flowing. You being active and we would get it in with the hula hoops and I'll be tuckered out after that, ready to take a nap. But those are some things that we can do with our young ladies as well, fellas. Of course, home workouts. The lady, she does wall Pilates. And you know, my son watches her sometimes and he be trying to mimic her moves. So I'll be laughing. But again, you know, you're doing something, you're setting that stage to show that fitness matters. It's important. So of course we have to, you know, take it serious how we look. So very, very important. A few strategies and things that we can do as well. We just covered a few of them. Make fitness a family fun activity. You can walk, of course. You can ride bikes. The video dance games, what they got, Dance Fit, and I think like Dance Central are two. We have done those around the holiday times, and you'd be surprised. Those that have you worn out. Simple things, going outside, you know, getting that fresh air, playing catch. Whether you got a football, you got a wiffle ball. We also need to teach our children about health, and not always appearance, of course, but the health aspect of it. You also are teaching them about your heart rate, which is very important. How you got to keep your heart rate, which improves the oxygen circulation, the pumps, the blood pump and the blood flow, of course, when you exercise as well. That you know that goes to your body more efficiently. Things of that nature. So not only just the physical aspect of it, but we got to teach them the other aspect of it. Self-respect, of course, that's major and important as well. Your appearance should be important, and just having self-respect for yourself and making sure that you get your exercise in to make sure you're feeling better, which changes your mood. That's another thing that helps with. I know sometimes I'll be in a little funk, you know, and I'll go to the gym, and that seems to help out as well. Of course, working out can always be therapeutic for us parents, and as parents, we deal with a lot, whether it's with work, with other kids, and other things we got going on. So it's needed, y'all. It is. We have to set the tone for our kids. So make sure we're doing it for that as well. We also want to show, you know, them that to keep trying, improving yourself, staying committed. Like I said, to me, that's big to me, showing the kids that that's something I do almost on a daily basis or every other day on busy weeks. But it shows the commitment, and we need to make sure they understand that. What counts is the small habits that you plant now that ends up being fruitful when they get older. And that's what it's about as well. Planting those little small seeds so they can take that with them when they get older and be prosperous. And that's what it's about. Parents, our kids should be our motivation. When we don't feel like it, we need to think, you know what? I got to be an example for my kid. And I'm telling y'all, at times that helps me a lot. When you can't do it for yourself, you definitely got to, you know, look and see, hey, I'm gonna do it for my kids, making sure, you know, they understand that you're committed and making sure that they understand that you're serious about your fitness. So overall, fitness is important, y'all. We have to lead by example. Please, please take it serious and lead by example. You don't have to try to go out and strive to be this bodybuilder, but we just want to show the commitment, get our heart rate up. We got to understand, y'all, the heart rate is important. That's why a lot of us young people who pass, unfortunately, from heart attacks, their heart isn't fit to handle pressure with exercise or stressful moments. So you have to work and get that heart rate up so you can handle those situations. Your heart can handle those situations when they do happen or when they do occur. Please share this. I'm going to leave you guys with a few quotes. Children at times forget what you told them, but not what you showed them. So lead by example. Be that one that steps out there. Be the beacon. Be the one in the household. Don't matter if you the man in the household or you the lady in the household. Just lead by example. Be that beacon. Another quote I would like to leave y'all with as well is healthy habits are caught before they are taught. Please share with somebody who can use this message. You guys know what it is, raising humans together, where we grow together, one lesson at a time. I catch y'all on the next one.